Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Hudson-Odoi, is one of the gems in a great generation of English talent, Peter. A wide player, competent playing from either side. I find him, unlike a lot of his contemporaries, to be a more deceptive and unpredictable player in that he isn't a ball hogger, you know, quite the opposite.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Jimenez. Now it's Oyarzabal. And Fagioli looking for a runner. That has been knocked clear. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Oyarzabal. Goes for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Oyarzabal. Nicely spread. Has crossed and shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Messi. Cleared away. Neither side yet able to find the net. Nottingham deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Savona. Hutchinson. And it's Savona. Now it's Oyarzabal. Aims beyond the defence.
Oyarzabal really has the confidence in just maybe did it because it was arriving quickly.
For a shot! There's a chase on to retrieve it. Excellent. What a example. Right back. Sure.
Right, and
Now it's and so
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Caicedo. Robertson. And it's Son Heung-min. Jimenez. And Akanji. And it's Valverde. And Caicedo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Threads one in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Robertson. Son Heung-min going full tilt on the left. Fagioli. To the right. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Let's put paid to a... Valverde cuts out the progress now. The charge. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Savona. That's all they got in possession. And he's running. He's in here. Test and get the ball, but put it out.
Well, another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Looks a good one.
Pushing forward.
Corner.
My best for
Gioli. They've got wildly off. Nottingham are able to make shoots in the cards for a few moments now.
well, his stamina for this.
And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you... Glorious day, positive. Underway very shortly. I think it's a pleasure to make this. Say, I think just to pick out
the initiative. The early mistake. So here.
He's in a right position. Decent. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. So at ease on the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Sarr. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And Richards. Crystal Palace trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Pino. Plays it. In 8 wide. With their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Crystal Palace have the chance to go the other way. Yehi tries to play it through. Now it's Mateta. He is through here. And he's in on goal. Chance to deliver. Tries a shot! Valverde gets good distance on it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Son Heung-min. Good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Messi. Robertson. Valverde. And Robertson. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Richards. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. A probing pass. That's going to go a long way. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem...
And he shoots! But goal of the season contender, if
Well, Arsenal striking on the ball. Confidence is the play here.
Pass it through. That is good of it. Mikel Oyarzabal. It's and he's forced to go back. And Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min.
Well, that's good defending. He could play and he gave him no chance to get over the turn.
Oh, good read. But as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Mikel Oyarzabal is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Sarr looks to get on the end of this. Robertson, Jimenez, and Akanji, and it's Valverde. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Mateta. Yeremy Pino. Kamada. Oyarzabal. Played out towards the right wing. Kamada.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And here's Oyarzabal. And this is Son Heung-min. Yeremy Pino. What are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Terrific header! He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One perfect ball, one perfect header.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Into space. Oyartha. Kamara. In. Sure. And Crusader pressing going on there. Picks it up out wide.
The left is prepared.
Oh no, what happened there? It's having a go. Oh, and it's rather wayward.
It wasn't the
Number
of that. Going to have to.
substitution. Number 10.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants
Coming
in
on
there.
the field is
And now they can clear their lines. Is forced him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Richards and Sarr. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! And that's a decent game of football, that. To be separated. Mikel Oyarzabal picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
and a quick announcement now for
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful fantastic experience. I'm Peter Drury and begging.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm ready to get going here.
And venues Ross like this, it is of course world famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. Jim, see making
for this lightning reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to saves. He's also very reliable. He's defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
getting the best out of him will count for so much. Valverde on a strong down the right. Caicedo. Son after that, the loose pass. Driving. Fagioli. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Has another go. He's missed, but
yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that. He wanted him to at least hit the target.
Tete. Manchester United applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be a capitalised on such a good spell.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Still goalless at the moment. Chukwueze stood up well to him there. Pinches it off. Makes the and it's Iwobi. Now it's Chukwueze. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. No, that's too long. Robertson. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. This looks promising. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Son Heung-min. Chance, surely! Oh, crossbar! Chukwueze. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's an imaginative pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Akanji does well to get it back. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Oyarzabal. Son Heung-min. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Over to the left. Out of play for a goal kick. Fagioli. Robertson. Son Heung-min takes control of it and he's on the move. Threads one in. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Chukwueze. Manchester United finding their passes. Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Berger. And he shoots! It's hit the upright. He's got away with one there. Berger. And it's Tete. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Robinson. And that pass isn't the best.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Fagioli. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Robertson. Pass somewhat off target. Berger. And Wilson. Now it's Smith Rowe. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the keeper beats it away. Nicely spread. Now it's Wilson. And he's managed to get free. Iwobi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. And that has been cut short. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Has a look and plays it forward. Son Heung-min. Fagioli, under intense pressure.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Oh, shooting chance!
The attendance for this match
that was a brilliant save.
Fagioli is offering a wry smile there. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Fulham have the chance to go the other way. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Tete. Berger. And it's Smith Rowe. That has not gone well. He's found a way through. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Caicedo. It's anyone's ball now. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Son Heung-min closing in on goal. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Fascioli.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot! Smith Rowe. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Foot in. And it's made its way to him. Messi. And this is Messi. Iwobi. Son Heung-min. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Iwobi. Bassi. And it's Iwobi. Out to the left it goes. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to set...
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Chukwueze actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Son Heung-min. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's had it taken off
There
him.
will be 1 minute added
So
time.
just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely aimed pass. So that's it, it is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected...
Up and running already. Real chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummel was exasperating.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This fella, Oyarzabal, is one player that's been catching my eye. His best position is on the left wing, although it's almost the antithesis of the modern winger. For example, he doesn't really have pace, doesn't play on the opposite wing, and yet he manages to be so prolific.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Calvert-Lewin. Aims beyond the defence. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They've played it short. Now the climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Okafor! Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
A header! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement, and the shot! Robertson tries to clear, and he's being shifted off. And the shot! Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he's going direct. Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Caicedo. And this is Son Heung-min! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Tanaka. Bogle. Son Heung-min. Rodon. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Leeds have got it back and they'll have another go. Son Heung-min. Oh, good-looking ball. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Okafor. Oh, well measured. Now, can he find a finish? Valverde did well to stay calm there. Messi tries making a foray down the right. Ball. He works it through. Get the job done. Not the most of passes. Breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. He's had it taken off him. What's going on about? Spread out. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? I say.
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. Calvert-Lewin. Bogle. And he welcomes it in. Tanaka. Takes aim and crosses. Messi. And it's Fascioli. For Valverde. Caicedo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. They'll see of him. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And he's running through. Tries to pass it. It's Calvert-Lewin! Takes a shot! Off the post! It's in! Bogle duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Minutes is number 2.
Leeds penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's good running with the ball. Messi. Valverde. And he was quick to react. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Tanaka. Knocks it into space. Bogle looking to get on the end of this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Leeds have He's having a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Messi. And it's Valverde. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nicely spread. Rodon. And they're quick to get it back. And Tanaka. Played into space. And they've got rid. Throw in. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oyarzabal, and here's Oyarzabal. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely weighted ball. He has a look up. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Messi. So much time. Messi! Oh, that could cost them.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Stroke. And it's Tanaka. More and more pressure on the ball here. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He might be in here, and a chance!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ball's gone out of play. Leeds are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 9,
Strout.
Calvert-Lewin. Coming on the field, number 14.
Tries to play it through.
There will be 3
He's in plenty of space here. He's got all. They've scored! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Leeds could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. The